In a world where most people fear the inevitable arrival of old age, there are few who view it as an invaluable gift from heaven, bestowed upon the chosen ones. Amongst them, a wise gardener held the key to understanding the true essence of youth and old age. When asked about the nature of youth and old age, the gardener spoke with profound insight. Youth is a weak and delicate bud, he explained, that sways at the slightest breeze and may not survive the storms or other difficulties of life. It gradually strengthens and when it matures, develops a bud. This bud can be large or small, fresh or withered, dense or flaccid. But it can only unfurl when it is old, and it does so only once. The gardener further described the varied manifestations of old age. Some people's old age is like a faded flower that everyone forgets, while others' old age is a flower with a repugnant odor that everyone flees from, not even wanting to be near it or being forced to suffer in its presence. But there is also blessed old age, a beautiful and fragrant flower that people tend to be attracted to. It is admired, loved, and cared for. The gardener emphasized the notion of reaping what one sows. In youth, one should not fear old age, but do everything possible so that when the time comes, a beautiful flower blossoms in the soul, admired by all, emanating the wondrous fragrance of serene and prudent wisdom. In a small village ravaged by a terrible disease, an old woman named Death wielded her scythe, frequently visiting one house after another. It so happened that she approached a lonely old man who had been living alone for many years, devoid of any contact with others. The old man stepped back upon seeing her at his door, repulsed by her presence. With a tone of mockery, the old man exclaimed, "How repulsive you are! Why don't you resemble the young and beautiful maiden whose embrace is so alluring? If that was the case, I would gladly await your embrace." "Silly old man," Death replied, "and there are many like you." "Why am I silly?" the old man wondered. "Because you have lived an empty and meaningless life, failing to seize your chance at happiness. Everyone has that chance, but only once. You couldn't keep your family, you couldn't be of use to anyone. You didn't truly live, instead, you pursued illusory ideas that faded like clouds. In this senseless pursuit, you failed to discern the true value of life and wasted precious time." Seeking an alternative path, the old man frowned and asked, "Is there any other way?" Death nodded. "I was just at your neighbor's house. He is the same age as you, but I didn't take him." Surprised, the old man questioned, "Why?" "I suppose he sent me away. On the contrary, to him, I am a desirable beauty. He was happy to see me and said he wasn't afraid to die because he had done everything he could in this life. He worked for the good of people, built a house for his family, and planted a garden for his grandchildren while he was young and full of energy. He gave more than he received. And now, the time has come when he is tired of the hustle and bustle of life and is ready for eternal rest." Curiosity piqued, the old man inquired further, "So why didn't you take him?" "Because his family asked him not to die. They were so heartfelt in their sincerity that I gave him a little more time to be by their side." "Do you have people like that?" Death questioned. The old man, with a heavy heart, replied, "No." "Then perhaps it's not old age that you should fear, but the emptiness you have sown around you. Remember, you reap what you sow," Death pronounced. The old man contemplated these words, realizing that it was not old age itself that was respected but a life lived with purpose and meaning. Fear should not lie in old age but rather in disappointing oneself, for old age won't provide the opportunity to fix everything in life so that people thank and bless you for the flower that will one day bloom in your soul. The old man nodded, acknowledging the wisdom in Death's words. He understood that his quest for knowledge and happiness should not cease with old age approaching. With newfound determination, he set out to make amends, to sow seeds of love, and to find the true value of life. It was never too late to start anew. Thanks for watching, and never cease your noble quest for knowledge.